sharing the love throughout the evening with those that are watching. And I'm already feeling it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Great. So fun.
Here they are.
So good. I can't see everyone, so I'm just saying hello to everyone.
So, you know, there's a little arrow to the right, and you can click from page to page as more people come in.
Hi, Lynn.
To the next screen of images.
Nice to see you, Lynn.
Hi, how are you? So great to see
Right
you.
back. I have to get something.
Backyard, my God.
That I'm starting. The Lord wanted me to hear this now. You're right, wrong. I know.
Lovely.
All these people are on the Zoom thing right now. She's the one that's my voice teacher.
Remember, if you're on, we can
I
hear
know.
you.
Everybody's just
It's in
jamming.
your background.
Don't say freak. Everybody works hard.
About the worst teacher.
Can't go to level.
Muted, Stacey.
And what
You're at the point
what the
where
ranges are that you can possibly,
Hello, man.
you know.
So we have muted everyone because it was becoming a little bit of a cacophony. So we can't hear you anymore, but we totally see you. And we're going to wait another 5 minutes before we get going. And we're encouraging everybody to share the love. If you have a heart, if you want to draw a heart, if you have a little, hold up your hearts, everybody. Let's see.
Stacey, it's never cacophony. It's always harmonious with Living Jazz.
That's absolutely true, Allison.
Ain't that just the truth?
We're so excited to see all your beautiful faces. I can't tell you how much we miss you. Oh, wow. I see some really nice hearts. Nancy, that is cool.
Where's Nancy's?
Nancy Phillips. She's got something really neat.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So
just-
I want to remind everybody that is watching, if your little screen does not show your face, we would love to see you. So on the bottom of the Zoom window, there's a little video camera. If you'd like us to see you, make sure there is no little red line through the camera, and that'll make us able to see you.
So get yourself settled and get something to drink, something to munch on,
S'mores.
s'mores, no light fire in your living room, but think campfire.
We make s'mores all the time in my house.
Yeah, on what?
On a toaster oven.
On the toaster oven, of course. I don't know how I didn't think about that. With skewers?
No. With sprinkles and Nutella and s'mores and
I
marshmallows.
see some very confused faces. I hope everybody's figuring. I'm going to give you all a lesson, by the way, when we officially get going. A little rules of the game with Zoom. So do not be worried if you're having technical issues. And that'll happen at the top of the hour here at 7. So, and again, we're going to keep reminding you as you come in, there's an icon at the bottom of your screen that looks like a little video. And if it has a red slash over it, we can't see it. If you want us to see your beautiful face, click on that and your image will come up. And we will get to actually.
You are spotlighted now, Stace. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go back to gallery view for just a minute before Chris back on. Maybe it's just exactly at 7.
All right.
Yeah. It's kind of fun for everybody to see themselves on gallery view. Do you want to do that?
So it's on gallery view.
Yep.
Now.
Ah. Wow. How great. I see Sarah.
It's
Hi,
Madeline.
Sarah. Stu.
Who is this?
Jeff Valaire. There's, oh my gosh, Steve. There's Steve Pripyatnevich.
Where?
Andra.
Oh my gosh. So many beautiful faces. So many.
Sarah Herrera. Hi, Sarah.
And Den, I wish we could see Den's face, but I'd only see his name.
Can you hear me, Stacey?
Yes, I do.
Den's daughter is right down there.
Hello, Marty.
Hi. Because she can't hear me, right?
Yes, everyone can hear you.
Hi, Vicki.
So we're going to ask all of our artists to mute themselves. Go ahead and mute yourself. It'll just allow myself and Allison to be heard. And we're going to get going in 1 minute, everybody. So we're hoping you're all comfortable and getting ready for a beautiful evening of music and community. And I'm going to put my heart up because this is how I'm feeling right now. Anybody have a heart? Let's share the love. There it is. You can draw it on a piece of paper. You can
Melly!
you
Oh,
can do one of these. I can't do a very good job. I forget. Oh, here we go. There it is. Sending the love back and forth to everyone, wherever you might be right now. God, Lynn has some nice. Is that Paige's book?
oh yeah, that's so sweet. Thank you, Lenny.
Well, guess what time it is, everyone? I'm so excited. It's 7 o'clock, and I want to welcome everybody to the Living Jazz Campfire series. This is week 3 of our Campfire, and as you all realize, we're in a very serious and mighty fundraising drive as we figure out how to stay alive for you guys and make it through these crazy times and on the other side of this virus, so that we can be available for you through all the programs that you guys love and count on and rely on. So we're going to do everything with your help and your support through love, through community, through financial support, to do what we can to be here on the other side of this. So before we get going, I've got some rules of the game, and I'm going to go over them with you right now. These are Zoom rules, and there's 4 of them, okay? So the first one is at the very top right of your screen, you'll see a series of squares. It's one square with a bunch of little dots, and if you hover over it, you'll see something that says gallery view or speaker view, and you're welcome to put yourself on gallery view so that you can see everyone. So feel free to do that if you would like. You'll also see at the very bottom of your screen a chat icon. It says chat. And if you click on it, you're going to see a sidebar open up on the right. And each and every one of you, feel free to make comments, ask questions. We actually have some moderators for you that will be able to answer anything you might want to know. We're also going to be posting comments along the way to share some information about our fabulous artists for you. So that's available to you. During the show, of course, we're going to ask for financial support. We're going to ask for donations. And if you go to livingjazz.org at any time during the event, you are, of course, more than welcome to make a donation. If you don't see your browser right now, that means you're in full screen mode. And you'll notice a little box icon at the top right of your screen, right next to the gallery view thing that I showed you a minute earlier. And if you click on that, it'll exit full screen view, which will allow you to access your browser. So feel free to do that as well. And finally, there is something at the bottom of your screen that says participants. Like right now I see we have 79. Wow, now we're up to 80. Now we're up to 81. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see everybody's name as they come into the event. It'll actually have your name on your little box. So those are the rules of the game. Okay, I want to welcome everybody for being here. For those of you who are new to Living Jazz and you just got invited in to our Campfire, I'm going to tell you very quickly who we are. Living Jazz is an Oakland-based nonprofit. We believe that music transforms lives. We've been around 36 years designing, developing, and launching programs so that elementary children through seniors have access to fabulous ways to immerse themselves in music education and performance. Obviously, right now with COVID-19, we're at a profound disadvantage. We can't do the work the way that we want to do it. And of course, you guys can't get out and do all the things you wish you could be doing. And so we've launched this very intensive fundraising campaign to ask for your help, to help us get on the other side so that all the programs you love will still be here when COVID-19 begins to diminish. But of course, for now, we're doing our mighty part. We're doing our shelter in place so that we can get through this absolutely as quickly as possible. We have a drive. It's called the Play It Forward campaign. That's what we named our fundraising drive. And we have a goal of raising $100,000. We started 3 weeks ago. We've raised $58,000. So I am really excited. And you know how we did that? We did it because of you guys. There have been beautiful donations coming in of all sizes, and anything that you can provide, whether it's $1, whether it's $5, whether it's $10, whether it's $100,000, we accept all donations. But with you, we are more than halfway to our goal. So we're really grateful. Thank you so much for those of you who have already supported us, because it really makes a difference and it's going to keep us going. So right now, I have the great pleasure to introduce somebody that has become a very close friend and is the current artistic director of Jazz Camp West, coming all the way from Brooklyn. Please welcome Allyson Miller.
Thanks, Stacey. Hi, everybody. Miss everybody. And yes, I'm still in Brooklyn, as I was 2 weeks ago. Not going anywhere.
Let's make sure that Allison is spotlighted. I don't see Allison spotlighted.
Can you see me? Yeah?
I'm hoping that we got Allison on full view. I don't see that. I don't know if, yeah.
I'm on full view, but.
Now she's on full spotlight right now, Stace. I mean, on
No,
my.
I'm not. I'm back.
If anybody can see Allison in the big screen, go like this. Let us know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna continue so we can get to the music. But yeah, I'm in Brooklyn, still here, and I'm here for a while, and we're hanging strong here. I'm in my drum studio, and we're just hunkering down. And this week we celebrated my son Charlie's 3rd birthday, which was pretty. We made the most of it. We had a good time, and you know, I don't know about you guys. I think probably a lot of people are returning every week for these concerts, and you know, it's become for me like immediately became a highlight of my week to either just tune in and listen or to be a part of the program, and it's a really special way for us to come together in this time that we can't be together, and it's really important and special for us to remember that we have such a strong community that Stacey and Living Jazz and Madeline Eastman created for us. So I'm so excited to be here again tonight, and I'm really excited for the program tonight. I'm just going to talk for a second about what this Campfire series is. We created the series, Living Jazz created the series as a way to bring outstanding concerts right to you, right to your home. And we named it the Campfire series because of the tradition of our summer camps where we walk out to the clearing in the redwoods and we light a big bonfire. Our crew lights a big bonfire and we hear an exquisite evening of acoustic music. And it's really, for our summer camps, it's really become one of the most important and spiritual and special nights of the week. And so we're doing this online, and we're doing this so we can continue to get to come together as a community and to keep living jazz alive. And we know that it's transformed all of our lives, and it's really, really important that we stick together through this. And I know we can. We have 3 more concerts after tonight, and I think we're going until May 17th. And each week is going to highlight a different program of living jazz. Part of why I'm part of tonight is because tonight we're highlighting Jazz Camp West again, and I'm so excited about the program that we have for you tonight. It's just incredible that this level of artistry and these level of musicians are coming together and donating their time and their talents for us for these Campfire concerts. I feel so grateful and so honored to have everybody involved that's signing up. So let's get right to the music. It's truly an honor to announce the first group of musicians. They are they're like the stewards and the foundation of Jazz Camp West. Jazz Camp West couldn't happen without them. They are artists and musicians, and they make all of us sound incredible on the faculty concerts and throughout the entire week. They are one of the most talented families I've ever met, and it's really quite incredible. So please let me welcome Jeff Cressman, Sandy Cressman, Julianna Cressman, Natalie Cressman, and Ian Faquini. Take it away.
Thanks so much. Living jazz and jazz camp is so important to our family. I don't know if I could even express how important it is to our family. And so we're happy to be here seeing all of you and hope so much that we can be all together, like actually instead of virtually soon.
Yes, yes. It's always a big part of the year to spend that week in the woods with everyone, and we hope you stay safe, and we just are going to make it a great one the next time we get together. So we'll play some music for you and wish you lots of love, and looking forward to the next time.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly high, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other.
I think they have like a, yeah. I'm gonna step out. They're gonna play one more, but I just wanted to say that this year would have been my 26th year at jazz camp, and I'm not 25 yet in a couple weeks. So pretty momentous. I'm glad that I'm missing out with all of you together this year, that it's not just me, it's all of us. All right, love you all.
All right, this is a tune that Ian and I collaborated on about 5-6 years ago.
Wow.
And yeah, but the message just seems to be more and more pertinent. I think they're going to put the translation in the chat. Basically, it's about singing instead of crying, planting seeds to bring light and make a better world.
Canta, minha gente, pra não chorar. Planta as sementes pra cultivar. Veja uma nova constelação. Chega da fumaça infiltrando o ar. Pega um momento pra agitar. Veja que a chuva faz renascer. Tantas vezes eu vaguei por onde o caminho vai, sem saber a direção, sem saber o que falar. Tantos mares naviguei, buscando um Shangri-La, pra descobrir que a chave sempre está no coração. Deixa o amor florescer. Tantas vezes eu vaguei por onde o caminho vai, sem saber a direção, sem saber o que falar. Tantos mares naviguei, buscando buscando Shangri-La pra descobrir que a chave sempre está no coração, no coração, aqui no coração, no coração. Pa, 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 pa.
Much love.
Love you guys so much. It's great to see
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you so much to the beautiful Cressman family. That was Sandy, Jeff, Natalie, Julianna, Ian Faquini.
And Billy Holiday the cat.
Just love you guys. Thank you so much. Well, we're involved in our third Campfire series, and we're just, again, so many of you came in during all of that beautiful music that the Cressmans did. So I want to welcome the newcomers into our Zoom meeting, our Zoom atmosphere. And just a quick reminder, if you'd like us to see your beautiful faces, there's an icon at the bottom of your screen that looks like a little picture of a video. And if it has a red slash through it, that means we can't see you. We only see your name. So feel free to click on that. And then when you scroll through faces, you'll be able to see more folks and see yourself. Well, just again, think about playing it forward as we go through the evening. Feel free to donate to our Play It Forward campaign by going to livingjazz.org. Let's get back to some more music. I have such an honor to introduce our next guest. This person, I think I met Rhiannon, I would say maybe in the 80s. Whoops, I have a dog here. I'm going to close the door. 1 second. We're on Zoom. That was very casual. So anyway, I met Rhiannon back in the 80s during the time of Cazadero music camps, and this woman and her beautiful voice, her poetry, her storytelling, her spirit and her love just made a huge difference in our community, and it has throughout the world. She continues to shine her bright light on everyone that interacts with her and gets to hear her stunning voice. So let's please welcome the lovely Rhiannon.
Okay. Ba-da-fo-dum, ba-da-fo-da-dum, fa-fa-fa-fa-dum. Bo-ah-da-da-ba, do-de-ah-da-mo-ma-da-mo-da. I got the Cressmans inside me. I'm just in the Cressman mood. I gotta like change gears. Ah, wait, I have an idea. How about if the ducks come in? Do you hear them approaching? There they go. Da-da, da-da, de, da-da, 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 de, da-da, 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 bora, bora, sera, mo, bora, mo, ba-o-ai, bora, sera, mo, be-o-ai, bora, be-o-ai, bora, 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 ben, bora, bora, oh, bora, bora, ben, bora, 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 Badu, umololore, badu, umolano, badu, umololula, dilia, 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 dan, bottom, bottom, the bottom, pepe, the goes on the bottom. Bed the coral, under the redwood trees, we find ourselves in the summertime, gathered making music from morning till night. Oh, there we are, and we cannot even imagine going home. Whoa, going anywhere where there is not some magic kind of music going, 5 kinds of music going on all the time. Would you, would you, would you? And the dancers come on through. Yes, summertime in the redwoods where we meet up and we jump and sharpen our skills while we loosen up our minds. And in the nighttime, a car goes by, and you never know the dreams you have when you've been making music all day long, especially the night with the fire, where it feels like we're living in dream go go. To get that fa fa fa, do that with bow bow bow, go that would yak bow, play with that would bow bow bow, boom boom la 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 la, boom ba ba boom la la, boom ba ba boom 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 ba la ba ba boo. Well, I am so happy to be meeting you today. I'm over in Hawaii on our farm, and what a beautiful place to shelter. It's very busy here in the spring, all kinds of things growing. And yet, the music part of life is so enriched by today. I'm so grateful to be able to be with you. As Stacey said, I started going to jazz camp back in the Cazadero days when Ed Kelly was there, and Mark Murphy, and Tuck and Patty, and Bobby McFerrin. It was very special. And the fact that it has continued and changed and grown to its place now down in the Redwoods is a brilliant understanding of our love for one another and our love for this music, and how broad and diverse this label of jazz is, how important it is that we give each other so much room to be out in the Redwoods. Something happens. All of you who've gone there know that when you're out in the Redwoods, you stop worrying about doing it right or wrong. You just get involved in looking at the trees going up, and then you get really involved in some complicated rhythm that you've got to figure out. So I feel like it serves the purpose of being those two worlds of the expansiveness of nature and the deep study of the particular skills of jazz. It's kept me coming back over and over again. I hope to be there next summer. So may Jazz Camp and all the Living Jazz programs just thrive. There's no reason why not, with everybody that's loving them. So one of my students is sheltered on the island. We're using a fancy plexiglass screen to give us social distancing. Yasha Hoffman is here, usually lives in Brooklyn, but he's stepping into place. We're gonna adjust the screen a little bit. And he started playing hijira over the fence to me. That's how we meet, 6 feet away over the fence. And I thought, I've always wanted to learn the words of hijira. So I set about learning them. And as I was going through them, I thought, what a poignant story hijira is. It was a time in Joni's life when she was traveling. And for all of us, there is no traveling, except in our musical minds. So it seemed a perfect way to let Joni do the traveling, and we'll just go along for the ride. So this is Yasha Hoffman and me. Yeah. Thank you, Joni Mitchell. traveling in some vehicle. I'm sitting in some cafe, a defector from the petty wars, the shell shock love away. There is comfort in melancholy when there's no need to explain. It's just as natural as the weather in this moody sky today. In our obsessive coupling, so much could not be expressed. So now I am returning to myself, the things that you and I suppressed. I feel something like everyone, just at this moment of the world. Snow gathers like bolts of lace, waltzing on a ballroom girl. You know, it never has been easy, whether you do or you do not define, whether you gather the breath of extremity or stick to some straighter line. There's a man and a woman sitting on a rock. They're either gonna fight or freeze. Listen, strains of Benny Goodman coming through the snow and the pinewood trees. I'm porous with travel fever, but I'm so glad to be on my own. Yet the slightest touch of a stranger can set a trembling in my bones. I know no one can give me everything. We all come and go unknown, each so deep and superficial, between the forceps and the stove. You know, no matter when I look at the granite markers, those symbols of finality of eternity, and I look at myself here, chicken scratching for my own immortality. In the church they light the candles, and the wax pours down like tears. There is the hope and the hopelessness I've witnessed all these years. We're only particles of change, I know, orbiting around the sun. How can I have that point of view when I'm always bound and tied to someone? White flags of winter's chimneys wave truce against the moon in the mirrors of a modern bank. From the window of a hotel room. Traveling in some vehicle, I'm sitting in some cafe, a defector from the petty wars, till love sucks me back that way. Keep traveling in your mind. Keep traveling, keep moving. All the places you've ever gone, all the beautiful things you've ever seen. Keep traveling, keep traveling. Keep in your mind.
Thank you, Rhiannon.
I remembered almost all the words.
You did a great job. I'm sending you so much love all the way to Hawaii. Let's send Rhiannon some love, everybody.
Please come and visit us one of these days when everything is safe again.
Oh my gosh. I would love to do that. Well, thank you so much. We so appreciate it. And it was incredibly beautiful and heartfelt. I know we all need to feel that kind of heart connection right now. It's what's keeping us going, and the notion of the opportunity to come together again at some point as a community in the flesh, together, in person. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm used to hugging. I'm used to being close to my friends and family, and I'm actually living alone. It's very bizarre. That's where I find myself during this virus, and I just miss everyone so much, and I'm so glad you're here with us. So thank you again, Rhiannon. And I have a special friend that's going to say something for us right now. This is someone that's also been around in the Living Jazz community for a very long time. Is an internationally acclaimed bassist and composer and educator, someone that has supported Living Jazz in every single one of our programs through our camps and through our Martin Luther King tribute at Jazz Search West. So let's hear from this special friend of ours.
Hello everyone, this is Marcus Shelby. I hope everyone is doing well, sheltering in place, and helping to flatten that curve. I'm speaking today because one of my favorite organizations, Living Jazz, needs your help right now. Please consider going to livingjazz.org and making a donation to help keep this amazing organization alive. I've had the great privilege of being part of the Living Jazz community for over 17 years, teaching at their summer camps for adults and kids, performing in their annual MLK Day concert, and staying active in their year-long work of education and performances. I have seen firsthand how this organization changes lives. It changed my life. After more than 36 years of being a strong community partner and a steadfast guardian of this art form we all love, Living Jazz needs your help today. So please go to livingjazz.org and consider helping this great organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. As he said, Living Jazz changed his life, and it definitely changed my life. And I think for most of us on here tonight, it changed all of our lives. And I also, I just want to piggyback a little bit on something Rhiannon said. Of course, I'm not going to say it as beautifully as she said it, but Rhiannon made a point of there's absolutely no reason why Living Jazz shouldn't continue. And I think that is totally true. And it is completely natural and essential that Living Jazz continues. And we can make that happen together. $5, $20, $100, whatever it is, just anything you can offer. I know everybody's going through really hard times right now. Most of us have lost a lot of work, but if you can spare anything, then we can ensure that this community continues and that we continue to transform lives and also have our own lives transformed. So please go to livingjazz.org and play it forward. So let's continue with the music. And so this next artists that I'm going to introduce, I have probably known longer than any artist and friend and musician that I've known. And when I first heard Ingrid Jensen before I think I was in college, and I went to one of these, now that we have the Jazz Educators Network conference, but then we have, back then we had IAJE, which was an International Association of Jazz Educators. And Ingrid was playing with this great all-women band called Diva, all-women big band. And I was in college, I think maybe I was 17 or 18, and someone was like, you gotta go hear this band, they're incredible. So I went, and I remember going up to Ingrid. She probably doesn't remember, but she was very nice to me, and I was very scared of her, but she blew me away. And basically, when I moved to New York, she kind of took me under her wing and really helped me out. And we've known each other for over 25 years now, maybe closer to 30 years. And I love her dearly. I love her husband dearly. I've known him for a long time. He's a wild man, and I love him. They're a wild family. I love their daughter, Karina. And last year, I asked Ingrid if she would be the artist in residence at Jazz Camp. And they came into this family of Jazz Camp, Living Jazz community, and we fell in love with them. Everybody fell in love with them. Every time I think of last year, I think of Karina and my daughter Josie running around together, and it was just such a special time. And I was remembering tonight, actually, that there was some moment at the Alone Bowl last year at the Campfire on Wednesday night, where somehow Ingrid and I ended up improvising together with a bunch of the faculty dancers. And I don't even know how that came together, but it did. And it was one of those moments of Jazz Camp that is so special, where you have no idea how you ended up where you ended up, but you're just there, and it's great. And that was one of the moments I really remember. So all the way from the other side of New York, let's please welcome Ingrid Jensen and John Weekon.
Love you, Allie. Love Jazz Camp West.
Just clapping.
I hope everybody can hear. Are we good?
Awkward silence.
Are we muted or unmuted? We're unmuted, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, there it comes. There it comes.
You need to hear the canned applause. I don't know if it's real. Thank you, Allie. I miss Allison. I miss you, Stacey. That was such an amazing summer. I miss all these Jazz Camp West people at live gigs that Allison and I might have even been at like a week ago before they were canceled. It's just a true honor to be here talking to all of you. I can't think of a better reason to send money, even if it's $5, to this organization. It's just game changer. Best jazz camp ever, beyond jazz camp. It's just a big fat heart full of incredible spirit. So what were those two tunes? Right. In light of where we're at here, After the Rain, John Coltrane was the first thing we did there for you, From Our Hearts to You, from our little living room in Ossining. And then a tune by my sister called Garden Hour. In these simple times, we are planting seeds, not just in our own gardens, but everywhere. Do you want one more? We can do another one. Okay, we have, this is a Carla Bley tune, so this is called Lawns. It's actually written for Larry Willis, but we're gonna think of our lawn that has seed on it is getting a lot of rain right now. And then a really quick piece of humor for all of us who wish we were traveling again. So here we go. drum. We got a round of applause.
Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you, John. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing with us at our campfire.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh. Share the love. So before I welcome another very special friend, I'm just letting everybody know about our next fabulous campfire concert where we will be highlighting a couple of other of our Living Jazz programs, our annual Martin Luther King tribute, and the Living Jazz Children's Project. So that will be next Sunday, May 3rd at 7 p.m. We are going to feature Terry O'Dobby, Destiny Wolf, Michaela Gaston, and more incredible artists. So you definitely want to be here again, joining us next Sunday at 7. And I'm very excited to announce that our brand new incredible associate director, Liz Luke, will be co-hosting with me. So you got to come out and you got to join us, and we're really excited to introduce all of you to Liz as well. She joined the Living Jazz team February, what was it, like the week before the virus hit, not knowing this was all going to happen. So she's just been amazing and helped us through. I don't know that I could have done this without her. I'm so grateful. Right now we have another special message from a dear friend of Living Jazz. I met this person when she was 12 years old. She came to jazz camp because she loved to sing, and she blew us away. She's been in my heart and in my Living Jazz family and in my personal friend family for a very, very long time. She went on to become an absolutely incredible singer, and currently she is the vocal coach on The Voice, along with many other wonderful things that she's having the opportunity to do, and others are having the great fortune of benefiting from her tremendous talent. So let's hear a very special message from Trelawney Rose.
Hi, my name is Trelawney Rose, and I am here to talk to you about something that is very near and dear to my heart. The organization Living Jazz transforms lives through music. What an amazing organization and community we have. I feel so grateful to be a part of it, and here's what's going on. Because of recent events, Living Jazz really needs our help. Like, they really need our help to continue to thrive and stay alive. And we will get over this, and we will get through this. And there will be another Jazz Camp West, and there will be another Jam Camp West. But the time is now to help them stay alive. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that this organization has meant so much to me, and I hope that you'll consider donating now, right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Trelawney. Such a beautiful message, and I'm so appreciative to all of you, who are actually doing what it takes to keep us going. You're actually doing it, and every little bit counts, so I really appreciate it. As you know, I just want to say, why do we need help right now? I just want to make sure it's pretty obvious. We have to cancel all of our programs. We can't do what we do to generate revenue. And you're going to help us through it, because when we get back and we're doing the programs that you love and we're generating the revenue that we need, we're going to be there for you guys, providing you with the things that you love to participate in. So let's get back to the music. This next guest is such an incredibly important person to Living Jazz. I met Madeline Eastman when she was teaching vocals at jazz camp many, many years ago. I really didn't know her that well. I was just in awe of her voice and in awe of her educational skills. But at some point along the way, we needed another artistic director. It had been Pete Escovedo, it had been Ellen Hoffman, and then there was Madeline Eastman, working alongside me for 25 years. Madeline transformed this project, Jazz Camp West, into the most incredibly magical, beautiful, experience that we're all just looking forward to every summer. She became one of my very closest friends. This person has a voice that takes me to places very few people can. And I'm just so appreciative that she's here with us because I know we really want to see her and hear from her. So let's welcome Madeline Eastman.
I can't hear you. Thank you, Stacey. That's so sweet. First of all, can I just start by saying I didn't have a skill set when you hired me as a teacher. And you were asking me to think about maybe a story I could tell. And I'll tell you right now, Trelawney Rose, my first day of teaching at jazz camp, I mean, really, I hadn't taught anything like a week-long thing ever in my life. And I had books and I had studied and I had all this and I got there and there were like 25 people in class and Stacey was there. At the time, Ellen Hoffman was the artistic director. Everybody showed up to my first class, which I learned never to do to anybody else once I was artistic director. But I tanked just royally, like I was horrible, terrible. What I did is like 25 people, and I was like, well, who do you like to listen to, number one? And who are you? You know, just didn't have it together. I mean, I tried to have it together, but I just didn't have the skill set. And the next morning for the same class, it went from 25 down to 2. And the piano player and Trelawney Rose. And she was 12 at the time. So anyway, so that's how long I've been knowing her. And I love the living jazz community. And I missed you all so. I've been off the scene for a year or two and just sort of gathering my thoughts and working on some other projects and having a wonderful life. But I do miss you all so very much and certainly no more than now. I go back and forth from just feeling isolated and stressed and frankly fearful for myself and my family and frankly the world. And conversely, just seeing the best in humanity, in particular my community and my neighborhood. Seems like we've all found new ways to sort of lend a hand and help each other. Like we howl at night, 8 o'clock. I'm out on my balcony like an Italian balcony situation, howling appreciation for the healthcare workers and the first responders. And in my building, we cook and shop for each other, or we just check in with friends and who are alone and just could use a talk, you know. So in my instance, I'm lucky to have a great partner, and that's my dog Bingo. Hold on. Bingo, come here. Say hi. Get up. Here's my dog. Hello. Hi.
Hi, Bingo.
Thanks, Stacey. Hi. Okay. Anyway, more importantly, Vince and I celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary a few days ago, right here in our house. So just think about all that stuff and thinking about how much the connection means, really, really so much more now than ever. And I'd like to sing this song for you. People who need people. Are the luckiest people in the world. With children meeting other children. And yet, letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside. Acting more like children than children. Jazz campers. They are very, very, very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world, with one person, one very special person, a feeling that's deep in your soul. It says that you are half, but now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people. Are the luckiest people in the world. Thank you. Hey, God bless Stacey and Liz and Allison and Paige and Sherilyn and the crew. And here's to Living Jazz. Please, please, please donate, donate, donate.
Thank you, Mad.
Thanks, Stacey. Thanks, Allison, darling.
Thank you so much. I love you. And I can't tell you what it does to my soul and my heart to hear you sing. Like, I can't wait to hear you sing in the same room together. And maybe you'll ask me to play drums with you. That would be really fun.
I think that's a possibility. Love you so much.
I mean, really, you just have such a way of telling a story when you sing. It's really deep. So thank you so much.
I want to say one thing, Allison, and that's that you're just, you know, I did this for 25 years and you've been doing it, and you've just, you know, just brought everything to life, and there couldn't be a more perfect person to do what you're doing right now for jazz camp in particular. Well, for jazz camp, exactly. And you're rocking the Cosmo, and my hat's off to you. I love you and adore you and respect you so much. Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, you trusted me in it, and I think you trusted me more than I trusted myself to do the job. So thank you. Thank you and Stacey. Thank you to everybody who performed tonight. We've come to the end of our concert. I have to say, this was a really special night. every single performance was so moving, and I can feel the energy. I can really feel it. So thank you to everybody. Please, I think we're close to hitting a 60,000 mark, which is incredible. So let's keep it going, and please go to livingjazz.org and play it forward. And thank you to everybody for joining us, all of our family and friends, and our big, what did Ingrid said, big fat heart, our big fat heart community, something like that. Thank you to everybody for being here tonight, and please tune in for the next 3 weekends. I think it's the next 3 Sundays. Next week sounds like it's going to be incredible, so I will definitely be there, and then there'll be 2 more after that. And I heard the last one is going to be pretty awesome too, so please tune in, and we can sit by the campfire together. I'm going to pass it back to my dear friend and just one of the most badass women that's ever graced this planet, Stacey Hoffman.
Thank you. You guys, thank you for sitting by the campfire with us. You know that Zoom is not the best platform for music, but it's the best platform right now we have for community. And so we can see your faces, we can feel your energy, we can watch your smiles, and we know you guys are here for the love and for the magic that we have together, you know. So we're just so grateful. We do, as Allison said, have 3 more weeks to our Campfire series. We're going to reach that 100,000 mark together. We're going to get through this virus. We're going to do everything we can to stay healthy, continue to shelter in place. That's what we know we can do. We can stay mighty together and do what we have to do so we can move through this, not just on a region by region, but globally. This is affecting everybody throughout the world, and we're playing our part, especially here. I know in the Bay Area we're doing a great job, and we send our hearts out to those across the United States who are really struggling. Like I know there's a lot going on in New York compared to the Bay Area, and we just send you our best and our love. Next week we're really excited that we're going to be again featuring our Martin Luther King tribute and the Living Jazz Children's Project, 2 of the very meaningful programs of Living Jazz, Terry O'Dobby, Destiny Wolf, Tiffany Austin, and several more. So please be here next Sunday. Play it forward, you guys. Donate what you can. And here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to switch all of you to gallery view so that as we say goodbye, you'll be able to see all of each other, see each other. We're even going to unmute you so that you'll have this wonderful cacophony of sounds and craziness that only Zoom can do. So here we go. We're going to unmute you. 1, 2, let's applaud our artists. Go!
Ladies, hi Kate.
Oh, nice piano.
Hi Ingrid, hi John.
Come on.
Oh, hi Ingrid.
Awesome.
Oh, you're out there. Hi guys.
Andrew.
Bye-bye.
But phrases like I breathe.
Look up. Hey, hi Cressman. Hi Rhiannon.
Hey, Kate.
Hi Allison. Hi John. Thank you. Hi Ben.
Hi, seeing everybody.
Hi Dina.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Hi Kelly. Hi Cressman.
But I thought you were like 21. But...
It's just look up.
Honey.
Everybody.
Hi,
Fishman. Good to see you, Kendra.
Hi.
I know what you're thinking.
That.
Katie.
Look, Gary.
Andy.
Big kisses. Rhiannon.
Pamela.
They can see you.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.